Coach, I guess really no complaints from the weather department today, huh? I mean, the past few days.
I'm a big weather update guy. That's what I always do first. Yeah, it's been gorgeous, man. It's why you live in San Antonio this time of year. It's fantastic, and we know what's coming in July and August, so we need to all enjoy this right now in April.
Coach, it seemed, I mean, what was your takeaway from practice today? It seemed like the energy was, pretty high today, pretty spirited practice.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. It's hard. It's 10 in a row, just going against each other. I shared with them today, like when you're a high school football coach, you have somebody you can usually go against. In Louisiana, they bring them in the spring and do it, and then obviously in Texas in the fall you do it. But this is always hard to go 10 in a row against each other. So I'm really proud of their competitive spirit, how they compete. We've done a really good job competing with each other, not really against each other, but at the same time go against each other. This is a fine line because you don't want to injure your own teammates.
Sure. Have you had, I know kind of in years past you've talked about, especially when like Frank and Rashad and a bunch of the older guys were still around, it's like you had to kind of rein them back a little bit. Have you had to do that at all?
Oh yeah, that's every day. I mean, that's the bad thing about being the head coach. You root for everybody, right? So the offensive guys kind of see it through their lens. The defensive coaches kind of see it through their lens. And I'm the only one that sees it through the head coach's lens. Now you try your best to get everybody to see it through a head coach's lens, but obviously a defensive coordinator is going to see it differently than an offensive coordinator is, and I've got to be the referee at all times.
Coach, we're a little more than a week out from the spring game. I mean, are looking forward to that. Is it? I know it's not the same level of excitement as in the fall, but looking forward to seeing your guys get out there and showcase out in the Alamo Dome.
That's one thing I think that's really changed. Most of the time your largest classes used to come in June, and now with the way the new world is, you have large classes coming in January. So this year we had, I'm not even sure, I want to say 17 in January. I think last year we had like 19 in January. So spring ball's taking on a whole new importance just to get the new guys acclimated. Now we'll have some more guys come in June, more of our high school kids. But we only had one high school kid here, starting in January. The rest of them are transfer portal guys or guys we brought in off campus that are trying out for the team.
Anybody from that January group that's really kind of stood out to you so far during the spring period?
Oh yeah, we've got a few. We're not ready just to say their names yet. We like them to stay humble for a little while.
Sure.
But yeah, we have had a few. We're really excited. We think we really did really well. They really bought into the culture. They fit in already. They really like being here, and it's been a seamless transition. It really has been. And I'm just not ready to start popping off names just yet.
Gotcha. I know we're talking to Oscar here today as well. What's it like having a guy like him who was around when Frank and Rashad are here, and now having a guy that's still local and has been around them? What's it like having him still on this roster?
It's invaluable. I would say he's probably the leader of the offense. I mean, he's just a guy that's been here so long. He's made so many incredible plays. He blocks. He's on the punt team. I mean, he does it all, and he never asks for anything. He just serves at all time. And his uncle, his dad are always here, and that's just what a blessing. Anybody could coach Oscar. And if you had a team full of Oscars, you'd never lose a ball game, ever. He's just a wonderful human being that represents the city of San Antonio, the UTSA Roadrunners. He's all the game was about. So love coaching the kid, and so grateful he's coming back again. And can't say enough good things about Oscar.
What about the tight end group, just their progression as a group this spring?
Yeah, we're really good at that position, and we have been. And Hunter Ritterman and Justin Burke, who had tight ends. My brother started with them, then Burke had them, then Ritterman. Those three guys have done a fantastic job recruiting that room. That's a really good room. And we're good at the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and even the 6th one that's coming in June. We're going to be good there again. So we've really crushed it in that department.
Coach, just kind of going back to the spring game a little bit, I know you like to rotate players in. Is there anything specific that you're looking forward to accomplish, in next Saturday?
I want to see how some of those new guys do. They've been great all spring, but spring game, it's a little bit. There's going to be people there more, and we have a pretty good turnout at practice. We have people come. Our practices are open, so we let people come to practice. But the spring game is just different. So the new guys, how they do. We've had some position changes. See how that looks. Owen and Eddie have had such a great competition for the 1 and 2 at quarterback, but the one nobody's really watching is Jackson and the BT, Brandon Tennyson, are having a hell of a battle for the 3 and 4 spot. So those kind of things are interesting, and the receiver depth to see how many of those guys really know they installed. Can we play all of them? We really feel good about all those guys. That'll be some things. And we got a new punter. I want to see him punt in the Alamo Dome for the first time. He's booming them out there. But let's see. I don't know if they've got any domes in Australia. Maybe they do. Maybe they play rugby in the dome. I don't even know. But we'll see him in the dome for the first time. Just being in the dome, catching kicks, catching punts. The lighting's different. It's all different. So it's good for us to get in there.
I know in the past you've mentioned it's like going through that game day routine a little bit. Is that, that's probably a pretty invaluable thing, especially for this new crop of guys. Right?
Yeah, you don't want Kel's first time to hit a punt to be when we're playing Kennesaw. You know what I mean? You'd like to get some of that over with, and some of those jitters and nerves. And you don't want receivers. We brought in 2 really good receivers, their first time. So it'll be good for those guys to be in there, just get used to all that, the difference of that Alamo Dome.
Coach, a couple fun ones if you'll permit me. I mean, I know we got the VTO. That's probably where most of my compadres are today. But how's the golf game? For you?
It's the first time I've ever really worked at it. I've usually just show up and play in the tournaments they ask me to. But I've been trying to dedicate about 45 minutes a week to just being on the range. I haven't gotten on the course yet, but I have been practicing more. So I hope it shows dividends. We'll see.
Or any of the guys kind of saying, "Come on, Coach, I got to get you out there on the course."
Yeah. There's a lot of great people here in San Antonio. I do get invited to play a lot. I don't get to play very much. I wish I had more time to do it, and there's got to be a way I can figure that out. But I'm blessed to do what I do. And, you recruit. We've been blessed to play in a bowl game every year, so there goes all of December. And as soon as you get back in January, immediately you got the transfer portal. Then you got signing day, February, and you get a little time in February, but it's not ideal to play golf in that month. Spring ball gets going March and April, and then I hope maybe May. June's basically gone now just because of camps and recruiting. So you got a chance in July and a little bit of a chance in May, and I hope maybe the little bit of sneaking off the range makes me better in May and July.
Even far between those opportunities.
Yeah. I'm gonna be there Sunday. I'm gonna watch it. Larson took care of me, so we're gonna go out there, and it's a great field. It's supposed to be great weather. I hope Sunday will be okay. We'll see, but I'm excited to watch it.
And then, Coach, any plans for you and the team to take any of the clips on Monday, or
I did see that I had some glasses on my desk today that I guess somebody took care of me. So no, we haven't gotten that far yet. We're preparing for the scrimmage Saturday, and probably when that scrimmage is over, we might start looking at the eclipse. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.